So our men and women competed at Iowa this weekend. It was a very fun meet against Iowa State in Drake. It's a meet that I think about 30 years ago was a regular annual event, and we were able to bring it back this year. The new coach at Iowa State, Martin Smith, he's the kind of one that spearheaded it, and it was a fun experience, I think, for everybody. First meet of the year. It's a real mixed bag, but it does give the coaches a lot of information on who's really ready and who's maybe not quite right because the month they took off, for Christmas break. So, but we had a number of things that we feel good about. First, we finished second to Iowa, but then we beat Iowa State and Drake, so that was a good showing. We had a couple nice wins on the day. Paige Knodel continues to look good. She won the 60 hurdles. Jennifer Roach had a terrific meet. She won the pole vault, put up a nice big PR, and she actually beat Libby Torresani, our top vaulter, on the day. So it was great to see her come through like that. Adam McDonald won the hammer throw and looked very impressive. So we had a lot of things that we feel good about. Now, first meet of the year, we got a lot of freshmen, a lot of kids. Maybe half the kids on the trip. This was their very first collegiate track meet. So we had a number of things that we had to learn from. There were a number of mistakes made in races, and as a coach, they have to make those mistakes. I want the mistakes to happen. I just want them to happen early so we can learn from them and move forward. And so we had a kid named Raheem Black, and he's going to be a star for us. But he got tripped up probably 3 times in his 400-meter race. Still came on and almost won the thing. He's going to be very good, but that's part of his learning curve, and he has to go through that, as painful as it is for me to coach to watch. Our 4x4 team decided to lead him off, and he got into traffic right after the first lap and fell. And so he got up and we finished, but that's a race that I think we would have won. And so those things are a little bit disappointing, but at the same time, we have to go through it, and that's just a freshman thing. And so, I'm okay with it. We had a lot of people look really good. Alex Wilson, 3,000 meters, first time she ever ran the 3,000 meters, and she ran really, really fast. She's ranked, I think, 3rd right now in the conference, and she looked terrific. So. Some of the other freshmen that we were pleased with, Alicia Jones, she finished 2nd in the 400 meters, and she's going to be a really good one. And the women hurdlers, we know that they're good, and they looked really good on the day as well. So on the balance, we feel good about it. There's of course a lot of work that everybody has to do in track right now to the first meet, but they competed well, and that was really the thing I needed to see, that they weren't afraid to stick their noses in it with some of the bigger schools and some of the kids, and they did a nice job. So going forward, I think we've got both the men and women are very good, and if we can keep them healthy and get the ones that aren't healthy, I think we're going to have a really nice season. This coming week, we've got the Jack Johnson Invitational in Minneapolis. There'll be a number of schools. I think there's probably 9 Division I schools that are going to be at this meet, and it'll be a fun opportunity for the kids to get out there and mix it up with some of the schools north of us. The following weekend is going to be the Jack Johnson Invite, and it's going to be a really good meet this year, probably the biggest meet since I've gotten here, and we've got a handful of Division I teams that are coming in for it. Should make a really competitive situation. Are there any questions?
Somebody that made the transition from track to bobsledding, any advice for Lola Jones now that she's on the Olympic team?
I think she's doing what she needs to do. I've got my brother's the CEO of USA Bobsled, and my teammates are her coaches, and so I have been able to talk to them through the years. This season in particular. She definitely earned her way onto that team. She's a hard worker, and I think she's surrounded by some really good people. So I think she's a great athlete. As long as she continues to do the things she's doing right now, I think she should have a successful Olympics.
Did she or any of her coaches reach out to you as somebody that's made that transition?
No, she didn't. I don't have a relationship with Lolo, and they wouldn't need to, because my brother made the exact same transition, and people coaching her were with me during my transition, so they had a front row seat to it.
Is it just a natural thing for a track person to do? Lauren Williams also.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's I'll tell you what it is. It is natural from the brakeman position. In women, it's just 2-man. So any push athlete, they're brake people. And so the technique that you use is very similar to a power clean, something that fast track athletes do 2 or 3 times a week their entire careers. You just, you tweak a couple things, but learning that position isn't that hard. That's why a rookie like Lauren can come right out and pick it up very, very quickly. And as long as she's powerful and fast, she's probably going to be pretty good. So that's the advantage I think that the track athletes have. The learning curve, it doesn't take long.